Welcome everybody to the first installment of Tuesdays at 2. This is my way of trying to brighten your day a little bit, brighten your week I hope, and also help give us something to do about being creative in this time when we're supposed to just stay at home. Creative would be if I could cut my own hair. It really needs it badly, but I guess I will hold off as long as I can. So anyway, beautiful sunny day. My husband and I spent some time outside earlier. He's still out there now doing some yard work. And last week when I did my video, Jessica Brigden challenged me. I guess it wasn't really a challenge, to make a card based on the colors of my shirt. So that's what I'm going to do today. But I don't want to neglect the April host code, EYQB2WJR. And like I said last week, if you do an online party sometime during April, you get to have everybody's host rewards for the whole month. So if I get other orders besides your online Facebook party, you'll get those as well as a gift from moi. Okay, so keep track of that, and if you book a party with me online, I will change the host's name to yours. Okay? All right, so let me show you what I found. For the colors for this shirt, this is an older color, Wild Wasabi, but it matched what I've got. I don't have a newer color that matches as well as this one does. For the green, then we have Bermuda Bay. Let me see if I can manage this without hurting anything or anybody. Then we have Crushed Curry. Maybe I'm not. I have big hands. You'd think I could do this. And lastly, Terracotta Tile. So these are the 4 colors that I found that I thought would match this shirt pretty well. What do you think? Okay, and I chose to use the beautiful Friendship stamp set. I love this stamp set, and it really has so many pretty flowers in it. I love the way it kind of variegates the roses and so on. So I already created one card. But after I did, I decided, I think I want to do the colors a little bit in a different order. So I'm going to just get to work, and then I will show you the first one, and you can tell me which one you like best. So let me see here. I'm going to flip you around, but I think I need to flip this back around. There. All right. And again, I've got my wrinkly curtains up because it's too bright coming in these windows for the video. All right, so I've got my piece of Wild Wasabi. You could use any green you want. And I decided I was going to use an embossing folder. So I've got this one. It's the Tufted 3D embossing folder. So what we're going to do is just put the front of the card inside, just like this. I don't want to do the whole back side of the card, but let me see that I've got this up along the line as best I can, because then I know it will be fairly even. All right, and now all we're going to do is put it through our Big Shot machine. And let me just pull it back through again. And this does not take a lot of effort for the embossing folders. Let me see. Oh yeah, I think you can see how that turns out, right? Very nice. So we're done with that part already. We'll put the Big Shot away. And this card would be just as nice without. But I do think that that gives it just a little extra something. All right, and then, whoops. Let me get myself untangled here. I went through my little scrap containers for parts of this. I have got, I'll just show you one. I've got to have a better system. This is one, and it's got all kinds of pieces, big and small, different colors. And I like to go through those first before I start chopping up a big piece of paper, a big piece of cardstock. All right, and so because these are the photopolymer, I always like to have my thick folder ready, or my thick pad of paper. You probably only need, 10 sheets. I have 310, but it's okay. So what I'm going to do is start with the terracotta tile, and let's open this up. And I'm going to do, first of all, the hydrangea stamp with the terracotta tile. Okay, let's get that dimensional off there. And I'm just gonna do two, one on top of each other. And see how it variegates? I'm gonna turn this one upside down so that it kind of doesn't look exactly alike on there. Can you see the variegation? I just love that. That's what makes Stampin' Up! Stamps so nice, because they give you that little extra. All right, so that's the terracotta tile. I'm just going to clean that off a little bit with my chamois. And then we've got this little rose. We're all done with a terracotta tile for now. And the little one I'm going to do with Bermuda Bay. Okay, and we're going to do, oops, I got to get that out of the way. One in each corner. So one down here. I know this looks blue, that's because I was using it with a different color ink. And it just kind of stains the stamp a little. It does not affect how it colors anything else. All right. And then next we've got the crushed curry. And the crushed curry, we're going to do this little, I don't even know what kind of flower that could be, but it doesn't matter. It's going to look cute, I hope. All right, so a little crushed curry. And I'm going to just go up in that corner. And I'm going to come down in this corner. Let's see, almost to the corner. All right. And the only thing left now is going to be the green leaves that I'm going to use the wild wasabi. Now that is a retired color, but there's always a dark green in the catalog that would work. Like Old Olive, I think, is in there still. And I'm going to use my two little leaves. Okay, so we're going to kind of wedge in a couple of these leaves everywhere. All right. What do you think of that so far? Okay, so now what I wanted to do is I will glue on, I just have these two little strips, and the measurements of these are 5.5 by 1/2 of crushed curry. And it doesn't have to be exactly the half. If you've got less than that or more than that, doesn't matter. I just used what I had. In fact, I guess they are the same width. So what I'm going to do is turn over this piece that I have already stamped, and just along the edge, whoops, I'm just going to put some of my snail adhesive, and then I'm going to set this down and just make a little edge. I want to try to get it on straight. Can you see what I'm doing there okay? Oops, I'm not getting this on straight. Okay. Well, I still didn't do it. Try again. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same on the next side. All right, that one went much easier. So we have a little bit of the crushed curry edge on there now. And now what I'm going to do is attach it to the cardstock. So let's use some more snail, a little in the middle for good measure. And I'm just going to put this, line it up with the edges of this card. Whoops. Nice thing is you do have a little bit of a second to make sure you have it lined up right to the top and right to the bottom. There we go. But we're not quite finished yet. Then I have a piece of, oh, you know what? I don't think that's the right piece. Let me see here. It might be. I'm just going to double check. Oh yes, that is the right piece. I have two of them here and I couldn't quite see which one looked like the right one. So again, in the green, I'm gonna stamp "So Very Happy to Know You." And I'm gonna sort of put it to the left side of this piece of paper, because then what we're gonna do is I'm going to take a pencil and my scissors, and I'm going to line this up with the end of a little piece of this terracotta tile. So this little piece is 3 by 1 of the terracotta tile. This is smaller. This is probably 3/4 of an inch by 2 3/4. So what I'm going to do is just line it up on the edge. Whoops. Big fingers. And I want to make sure it's pretty much close to the edge. And then I'm just going to make a little dot. Do you see the dot there? Okay. And so I'm going to line these up, hold them. And then from the edge of the terracotta tile, I'm just going to cut. It's a little bit thick. Cut right to that center dot of both of these. Okay. Let me just get this little goober off here. It's easier to do when you're just doing one piece at a time. Got a little goober on this one too. All right. So then what we're going to do is just attach this with more snail. Today's a snail day. Sometimes I end up using something else besides the snail, but I'm just going to stick this in the center. And because I did it together, it's about the same. Can you see that? Although this looks like I didn't quite get this little goober off all the way. That's a little bit better. All right, so now what we're going to do is take our dimensionals, and I'm going to put 2 on here. 1 and 2. Take the backing off. I just trimmed my nails today. All right, and then I'm just going to sort of put it in the middle of these, of the whole sheet. How's that? And then to finish it off, I decided to use some of these Jules Basic rhinestones. And the best thing that I found for taking these off is my good old handy dandy seam ripper. So what I'm going to do is just, here's a big one that somehow came loose and went renegade. So I'm going to use that and just stick it in the middle. And that's it. So I'm going to turn you around again, and then you can see and give me your opinion of, let me see here. Okay, whoops, close your eyes. All right, so, oh, this is right. All right, so give me your opinion. How do you think I did in matching the card to my shirt? Let me know in the comments below. Give me a comment now. And then I'll show you the other one I did. I almost like this one better because it does bring out the terracotta tile a little more. This was my first one. So all that I did was switch around the crushed curry and the terracotta tile in this one. But I think I like the one that we did together better. What do you think? And I also didn't do the little arrow on the Whisper White cardstock with the sentiment on it. So I like this one better, but let me know what you like below in the comments. And that's going to be all for today. We've got a busy day ahead of us. Hi, Paige Everson. How are you? So, Paige, now that I see that you're on here, which of these, whoops, do you like better? Do you like the one with the yellow crushed curry? You know, it's backwards. I can't coordinate. This is the one with the crushed curry hydrangea. This is the one with the terracotta tile. Which do you like better? Which one do you think matches my shirt better? What do you think? Opinion? I think that now that I'm looking at it more, I think the crushed curry is a little bit too yellow. Should have been a slightly more orangey, like maybe a different color. Yeah, I like the terracotta one better too, Paige. Oh, I'm like, oh, did I make that upside down? No, I just dropped it and it came back upside down. Yeah, so that's it. So I hope that you can join me again next Tuesday for session 2 of Tuesdays at 2. And I'll come up with some other idea. Maybe I'll find another piece of clothing that I have that I can model and copy onto a card. Just wanted to show you, I just put a new candle. I got these little, thank you, Paige. I got these cute little battery operated lights. Whoops. And I did this before in a live video where I made this cute little candle holder out of Designer Series paper. And then I got these from someone who was selling them. And doesn't this make a cute little cheery thing for my table? Or you could probably even use it sort of like a night light if you wanted to. But anyway, I just put the new light in there today and I thought, oh, I'm going to show you that. And if you want to know how to make it, look back on my videos. It's there. If you can't find it, let me know and I will help you with that. So remember, the mini is good till the end of June. And if you want to do an online Facebook party, please let me know. Your hostess rewards will be yours. They'll be yours for the month. If I get 2 people to do a live, or not a live, if I get 2 people to do a Facebook party, I will draw names of who gets the hostess rewards for the whole month. You will still get your hostess rewards for your own Facebook party. But if I get some other outside orders coming in, you will get those hostess rewards too. So here again is the code. I will put it down below. And I hope that you guys have a great rest of your day and enjoy. We'll see you next week at 2 o'clock. Bye-bye.